ready for two.
There's 4 of us here. He is in a state. He's speaking, breathing, talking, but he appears to be somewhat delirious. Can you have EMS respond to assess this?
Received. Noka 4 stage, we'll have a move in.
Dispatch, Noka 4.
Noka 4.
Per law, you can proceed in.
Copy.
5067 control, you can show me out County Route 2.
Copy.
5052 control.
Okay.
Squad 23 arrived.
Squad 23 arrived. Air dispatch 3020. 3020. On location with the road completely blocked. On location with the road blocked. 360.
You can discretion.
I copy, thanks.
Farmington Fire, Victor Farmington ambulance. Possible house fire.
Our ambulance, 20-minute drive, Seca Hill, room 217, Volney.
Roger, 10-ish for the clearage. Farmington Fire, Victor Farmington Box 100 and Victor Farmington ambulance. For a house hit by lightning.
UMS 13.9 is 909
Our ambulance, 86-year-old female,
Farmington Fire,
possible injuries from a fall. 20-minute drive, Seca Hill, room 217, child response. 20-minute drive, room 217, cross Route 45A, child response, time out, 1517.
Line clear, John 4, base clear 4, hope.
Short answer, current 2 status.
All set.
Okay.
2702 on the way. 2702 on the way. Working from Elbridge. Status. Freeway LWR2 on the way.
All right, testing.
Fire dispatcher from 3251. 3251.
912. 9112. You can clear that with a report. I'll be out of service.
From Farmington 812.
Got it.
812. Yes, we acknowledge the call, awaiting a crew. Copy. One's on the way from the city. 801 on the way from the city. It's just as you enter the 40 zone. Well,
Dispatch 3498 in service, no patient contact.
3498 in service.
Bring over.
All right, well, good midday to you all. Hope you all are having a
Okay, I did not hear you. Roger that. 25 on 1.
Nurse with hospital.
And
Yeah.
we're going to get started here. Turn these folks down just a little bit.
Headphones on the way. 812 on the way.
Truck 881's on the way.
Truck 881 on the way.
All right, apologies about that. So, we are getting started here.
Map 1442, have a basement.
What we're looking at right now is a storm coming off of Lake Ontario.
Steve working on it last week. I thought he was putting a new addition on it.
Can everyone hear me okay? Boost. I'm gonna boost my mic up a little bit. Can everyone hear me all right?
Lobby, Fulton.
2702 on scene. Resident outside. Be going to Op 7. It will be monitored. Fire dispatcher 000.
I believe my chat is working at least somewhat.
Also, no.
Yeah.
All right,
Fulton,
so
human ambulance, 53-year-old female, senior, 265 West 1st Street South, Fulton Mills lobby, Delta response, 265 West 1st Street South, in the lobby, Cross Street West Broadway and Voorhees Street, Delta response, ML 5023.
Went through the roof and into their front room. Doesn't look like there's any entries at this time. Again, Border City Fire 159 Steel Road in Waterloo for Cross Street, Town Line Road, and Whispering Pines.
361 responding.
For the tree that came down on the house, went through the roof with wires. No
all
injuries
right,
reported at
and
this
if you
time.
guys could
Stand by
hear
at 6:44,
that,
you'll be
that
operating on
is
fire
what we're talking about today. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Austin. I'm from Springfield, Missouri, but I have a special interest into Central and Western New York, as my wife is from Wigo, and her family lives there. So, tell you what, usually I don't do weather coverage. I generally follow the emergency operations and disaster responses to kind of help people make sense of it. What we've got going on right now, it appears the only max velocity from YouTube is live. I don't believe Ryan Hall from Ryan Hall Y'all is live right now. I don't believe anyone is live but me and max velocity. So with those two things combined, we are going to do a bit of weather coverage today. I just got a video that I've been working on off and on this morning posted for Western and Central New York and the tornado risk that is there today. What we're listening to, go across the top here, Finger Lakes Railway, Oswego County Public Safety, Finger Lakes Region Fire EMS and Medevac, and Region 7 Search and Rescue. These railway guys like to talk, is what I'm finding out. All right. Finger Lakes Region Fire EMS and Medevac, someone just got toned out for a tree through a roof from these storms. Let me back this out just a little bit. We're going to take a look here just west of Auburn and east of Rochester. We have a
North Shore ambulance under for ALS 1302-049 lot 10.
We have a slew. That's what I'm going to call it. I don't know if you guys say that word up in the Northeast there, but we have a slew of tornado warnings down through here. Now again, usually I don't do weather coverage, but I am making an exception today. Thank you to the 3 viewers that are in here. Go ahead and pop up in the chat, either on YouTube or Twitch. Let's see if my chat box that's right down here is working. Also, if you feel free, if you feel like it, feel free to donate if you would like to. A lot of our
which has pain 1302049 lot 10. Child response 102-049 lot 10. Cross streets Kivy Lake Road and Sunset Bay Road. Child response 50.
Someone's got chest pain and Oswego. Get it. Get it. I feel it too. I felt it when I saw the storms coming in here. All right. So if you would like to donate, feel free to do so. YouTube does take 30%, so I prefer one of the other options. That way that the money that comes in, we are getting the most of it, and we can help people recover from being affected by disasters as quickly and efficiently as possible. So someone let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Generally, my wife will also let me know. In West. Oop. Played the video that I made earlier. All right.
20-year-old female seizure. 300 State Route 104. Dr. Roms. Child response 300 State Route 104. Cross streets Eugene Saloka Drive and Steel Line Road. Child response 10 mile 5028.
All right. So just to give you kind of an idea, what we're looking at right now. Is, if I can find it, I just had it a couple seconds ago and it updated. Buffalo Weather on Twitter or X has this drone footage from Eden
Responding.
Fire 12 responding from Fulton.
of presumed tornado damage. I say presumed because it could be straight line wind damage, but with that type of a pattern of looks like a multi-vortex. Yep. That's what it looks like to me. But you can definitely see a path. Generally, with wind damage, it's pretty sporadic. But with a tornado, as it kind of funnels into an area, funnels, get it? Buddy. Okay. As it funnels through an area, it can condensates down to the ground into a tight funnel with very high velocity and rotation, and that ends up being evident through the path. So I am pretty confident in saying that Eden saw a multi-vortex tornado. All right. So this is the type of stuff that we are looking at today. All right, Finger Lakes region fire departments are getting toned out for trees down, power lines.
1882 is responding, 300-014.
1882 responding, 300-104.
Going to remove Finger Lakes Railway so that we can keep Region 7 search and rescue. So that we can keep Finger Lakes Region Fire, EMS, and Medevac, and Oswego County Public Safety on the forefront.
Dispatch 1862 arrive.
1862 arrive.
For those of you that don't know, I was a dispatcher for 5.5 years, so it still holds pretty close place in my heart. All right, let's take a look here at Oswego. Red, indicative of winds going away from the radar site. Okay, our radar site, closest radar site, I believe. When are we? Rochester? Nope, up here. Thought it was anyway. Okay. Green means that the winds are going toward the radar site. Red. So this is the area concerned about for rotation and the possibility for a tornado ongoing. So Oswego, Fulton, Minetto, Scriba, in your safe spots. Anyone out on the water, you do have a special marine warning that is active currently for another 41 minutes. What you're hearing there are tones for fire department regarding smoke in the area of an address.
Thermal monitors, report of smoke in the area. Hear the address 946 Route 45, 946 Route 45, cross streets 4 in Jackson Road. Timeout 54.
All right. So this is the area that we are concerned about for the potential of a tornado.
862 responding.
There is rotation. It's not super tight right now from what I can see.
5666, State 3 and County 7.
Yeah.
1902 responding.
1902 responding.
North Shore 1 right.
North Shore 1 arrived.
All right, here's more photos from the tornado near Eden earlier. And there were some pretty cool videos earlier. That I saw. So please let me know if you're in the chat, if you're from Oswego or which part of West or Central New York you are in, or if you are elsewhere. Feel free to let me know. Also, let me know if my audio is fine, if my voice level is good. Let me know. So, I do want to put a bit of a disclaimer out there if you're offended by foul language or anything like that. When I play these videos, generally I do not watch them first. So,
Dispatch 1903 responding to the station.
1903 responding to the station.
all right, whoever this is that took this video, you, my friend, were just in a tornado. And waited way too long to seek shelter. Hey, Ariel, thank you. Lisa, hey, I appreciate you all because I wouldn't be able to do this if people didn't watch, right? I've spent over a decade in public safety. I just quit my job as, working for a nonprofit in the disaster response and disaster preparedness
1901 responding.
and disaster preparedness field. And I quit that to be able to focus on this type of stuff. I want to be able to help families, individuals, and businesses be able to be prepared for and recover from disaster. And to be completely honest with you, I cannot do that when I am sitting in meetings all day long like I used to. So we have a broad area of circulation here, just entering Oswego. Does not look significant, although we are a good bit away from our radar site. The problem with this is, due to the curvature of the Earth, the radar beams will shoot up and farther into the clouds and not give us that ground truth observation.
709, John north of building maintenance. There's a possible harassment at this apartment. 3 subjects.
Generally, that's why we like to have...
Issues, unknown weapons.
1882 available.
Generally, that's why we like to have storm spotters or storm chasers. Now, there are storm chasers out here. I'm using the Radar Omega app. This is Brandon Kopic. However, I do not have a license or an agreement with him to use his footage, so I'm not going to. Like I said, generally I don't do weather coverage, although I do love weather. My focus is more on the emergency services and emergency operations side and disaster response side.
But
For circumstances like this, when I have family, friends up in New York, and when I have something happening in my area, then I'm probably going to do weather coverage. So I'm going to look on Oswego, New York webcams. Beautiful. We'll take a look over here for a second. Art Hall at SUNY Oswego. Currently experiencing a lot of horizontal rain. Unfortunately, you know how these storms get over there. Sometimes you just can't see much because the heat of the lake, you know, causes some sort of fog. Plus the beautiful rain. I'll tell you, the beautiful rain. I enjoy going up there because it is lovely. However, sometimes it impacts the visibility for driving or, you know, trying to see rotation on webcams. Much of the same over here in the Scheinman Center. Not really able to see a whole lot.
1902 right.
Control vehicles out near.
357.
If anyone has any questions or anything like that, feel free to ask. I really like when people chat and talk to me, because then that way I'm not just being crazy talking to myself.
All units in quarters, appears to be control burn.
Received control burn, hold units in course.
Primary wires down, pole 72.
Nice. So when I copy your vehicle flank, Northridge Drive and Hickory Lane.
So I did not hear where they were toning fire department out.
Alarm units per 1902. Report of control burn. Hold units quarters. Holding quarters.
Did not hear where they were just sending fire department 2 for a pole and lines down.
14 transport to Oswego.
14 transporting Oswego.
But evidently, there's more damage. I would say if it is anywhere other than Eden right now, it's likely going to be straight line wind damage. You know, what's crazy is that this is all attributed to Hurricane Beryl. Yesterday, I covered some information or some emergency operations and gave information regarding a storm that occurred up in Indiana, or down in Indiana, I suppose, for you guys. And it was just north of the border of Indiana and Kentucky. And it hit a commercial district and a trailer park, and so far I don't believe there were any significant injuries or deaths, so that's good. So unfortunately, some of these cameras are static cameras, meaning they're not live and we can't see vehicles moving, people walking, stuff like that. But we can at least take a look. At where things are happening. Oh, I thought I closed out of that. All right, let's go back to weather cams, or try anyway.
Fire available. Fire available.
Montezuma was also in on the severe weather here just a bit ago. All right, east of Scriba on 104.
341 control, you copy the vehicle vehicle?
4-1 negative.
It's hard to tell from the radar data.
7090720 status check.
I cannot tell necessarily how strong this rotation is because of the distance from the radar site. But for this area, Scriba, New Haven, Squigo, I'd say you're in the clear. Scriba, New Haven, you will have a tornado warning continuing for the next 13 minutes. They may extend it up to Pulaski and Sandy Creek and Richland if the radar indicated rotation continues. Ensemble Lama Music said there is currently a tornado warning in New York. While tornadoes are unusual occurrences here, bad weather isn't. Stay safe and avoid traveling this afternoon.
I got your vehicle plane in front of 197 Conway Terrace, Oswego.
All right, so again, love when folks are commenting and saying things in the chat.
Minute 4 is available. North Shore will be transporting.
Big fan of that.
Receive minute 4 available. North Shore transporting.
Please like, comment, share the whole bit. Let people know.
Can you put us on a complaint Westfield is Central okay? Just the general area.
Receive.
5-6. Can you run Lee and Liner and Justin Montana?
All right, so this area has me a little bit concerned, although we can't really tell a whole lot, like I said. Between Scriba and New Haven on 104 and just north. I would be in my safe spot right now.
Williamstown, West End, Boys available.
Williamstown, West End, Boy available.
All units, back to service.
Not seeing anything significant come across Twitter or X right now. Trying to just monitor Oswego County Public Safety for any updates that they may have.
Minor has one out of Syracuse. They will not come get her. It's just a misdemeanor.
Y'all, I kind of want to see my family up in here.
1103, going to be clear of 41 North Street, Geneva. Cause going to be a lightning strike on the alarm panel.
Clear on North Street.
I am checking Facebook right now for Oswego, New York. Any information here?
Fire control to Clyde Fire, responding to 1133 Route 414, the Del Lago Casino, for the general fire alarm activation showing
Okay.
1.
From what I can see right here, this area of 1048, or I'm sorry, 104B, State Highway 104B and 104, just west here of New Haven, it looks like we could have a tornado on the ground. Again, with storms being so far away from a radar site, sometimes we can get false readings, but this does look like a significant rotation signature on this storm that's just west Haven.
First one available.
First one available.
A wire scene has been turned over to NISAC. You can show 949.
Dispatch 1862 is available.
1862 available.
Copy 949 heading into the casino. My 6 taking over.
So, sorry, I get my YouTube stream link, tweet it out. So, New Haven, you need to be in your safe spot. Anyone from Pleasant Point Crossing, points south and east, should heed the warning, take shelter.
Dispatch, Cheshire Bay. Cheshire back in quarters in service.
Order 1 there is also there.
Receive. Receive.
Lake Murphy from Canandaigua Coast is going to be on the way about 20 minutes, ETA 20.
So New Haven, if anyone is in the chat from New Haven or Dempster, please let me know what's going on there, because again, it does look like a strong area of rotation there. But again, I do not have any ground truth or ability to see what is going on closer to the ground. Okay, here is my concern.
6010.
This person on Facebook said about a minute ago, this is not my picture. I saw it on a site. This was taken from a window from the Oswego, New York hospital. There is definitely a pronounced cloud lowering. If all of this information is true right here, there very well could be a tornado on the ground ongoing in the area of New Haven. We cannot see from this vantage point if it is touching the ground, if it has rotation, any of that. However, I like to err on the side of caution and suggest that everyone take shelter
6072.
as much as they can. We're talking interior rooms, maybe a closet, anything like that. Pulaski, I would suggest you getting in your safe spot. I would not be surprised if the National Weather Service issues a new tornado warning out ahead of this. Again, they very well may have a better idea or better vantage point than I do, but that rotation did look pretty strong there for a second. And again, just judging from that picture, it's a still image. You can't see if there's any rotation or anything like that, but I would rather be safe than sorry. So area around Dempster, east of Thor Oaks near Hickory Grove, Pomona Beach, Port Ontario. Of course, down here we have, again, more tornado warnings. Over here by Baldwinsville, Jordan. Gonna keep on this northern storm here. All right, it looks like they went ahead and let that tornado warning expire.
6904, you can roll out of service.
And did not put a new tornado warning in its place. However, still in the absence of a tornado warning, all of these storms still have the potential to produce a tornado because there is enough rotation in the atmosphere to warrant that. Still got, as Ryan Hall would call, a dangly bit down here.
Minetta monitors 387 Ridge Road. So go down.
5038 to control.
5038.
I'll be en route to Ridge Road.
ML.
Copy.
Overdose. 1 dose of Narcan already given. 23 Delta 2. That's 901 at Bangs. Speak for law. Behind Lowe's 130.
Minetta monitors report of a tree on wires
Unconscious
in the area of 387 Ridge Road.
All right, 387 Ridge Road in Minetto.
Station Road and Phillips Road. ML 1558.
So Minetto has a tree down on wires. That could be from a tornado. It could be from straight line winds.
Pending in the village.
That's a negative.
3490.
So 3445 status.
Service a card, taking one from Strong back to Thompson.
3D45 show us en route to the barracks on scene.
AB piping. Sorry.
5-2.
Mary Hall, I see you are watching. Kim Simmons? I see that you are watching as well. From Facebook. I don't have superpowers or creeping on Facebook over here.
If you could generate an event, it can be illegally parked. Location be Pointer Park,
Alright, so generally,
South Carolina registration 6980.
regardless if there is a tornado warning or not,
Robert 1501 response.
you want to be in an interior room, avoiding windows, avoiding open floor concept rooms. You want to be on the lowest level of an sturdy structure in an interior room. Because I have seen damaging straight line winds here in the Midwest do a lot of damage, sometimes more than tornadoes, or just as bad, if not more, than tornadoes. Make sure that if you are taking shelter, that you do want to
Ithaca Police requesting emergent response to West Court, North Fulton for a subject with difficulty breathing. 904 in Bang. Emergent response requested by IP to West Court at North Fulton.
Sorry, I was wanting to listen to what they were saying. Okay. When you are taking shelter, you want to make sure that you have sturdy shoes. No flip-flops, no house shoes, no bare feet. You want to make sure that you have some sort of significant shoe on to be able to walk over, let's say, boards, limbs, shingles, broken glass, things like that. That is definitely something that you need to take into consideration, even when there's not severe weather, right? The best time to be prepared for severe weather or for any type of emergency or disaster is before it occurs. All right, let's take a look here from whoever this person is. Lots of trees down in West Falls, New York, on West Falls Road. Thankfully, it looks like most of them avoided the homes. Some charities are limited to how they can assist after a disaster if there is not major or destroyed damage per FEMA's guidelines to your primary residence. So just keep that in mind. All right, the last guy, I'm going to go ahead and call it. There very well may be, even out of an abundance of caution, a tornado warning issued here in the next few minutes. We'll have to see what these next couple radar scans say. This area is where I would be concerned about. This is what's called a hook echo. Very well could be a tornado forming, if not one on the ground. So, Pulaski, Port Ontario, the area of State Route 3 and State Highway 13. So 3 and 13 in the area of Daysville. Heading northeast, and there's that new tornado warning issued for South Central Jefferson County in central New York, West Central Lewis County in central New York, Northeastern Oswego County in central New York until 4:45 p.m. Eastern Time. At 4:04 p.m. Eastern Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Selkirk Shores State Park or near Sandy Island Beach State Park, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Radar indicated rotation, like I was talking about. Impact flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur, and tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Pulaski, Selkirk Shores State Park, Barnes Corners, Mexico Point State Park, Richland, Mexico, Orwell, Lorraine, Sandy Creek, and Lacona. This includes Interstate 81 between exits 35 and 38. Again, like I said, take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors or in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Heavy rainfall may hide this tornado. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Take shelter now. So exactly what I was talking about. This tornado warning will be ongoing for about 40 minutes. Unless it continues showing the same intensity of rotation that it's showing right now. So Pulaski, I need you either underground or on the lowest floor of a sturdy building inside a sturdy structure. In an interior room, avoiding any windows. Again, this area is where we're concerned about, where the reds and the greens are touching and the very, very bright greens are. That's indicative of very strong rotation. Again, that hook echo over here on the normal looking radar map is what is concerning me right now. Wolfgang on X says, yes, the day I do all the prep work to go camping tomorrow also happens to be the exact day New York gets tornado warnings. Lovely.
Patrol.
6013.
You show me clear. No report. You just attach this to.
All right, I'm going to read these locations again until we get an update or until I see something here that I need to discuss. Okay. So again, Pulaski, you need to be in your safe spot now. As Ryan Hall says, run, don't walk to shelter. So again, National Weather Service in Buffalo has issued a tornado warning for South Central Jefferson County in central New York, West Central Lewis County in central New York, and Northeastern Oswego County in central New York.
Are you prepared? 9-0 by Universal. See if they got video. Go ahead. Prepared.
Address 369 Ridge Road, phone number 38. This will be a branch on primaries, no hazard. You can show me that available, and no need for law.
50, 50 is in the order, however, it's still not been served.
369 Ridge Road.
So if y'all want to do me a big favor, like, comment, share, subscribe if you generally use YouTube, or follow me over on Twitch if you're into that thing. Because I would love to do this full time and not have to hurry in order to go live. But above all, I do want to help people stay prepared, recover from disasters, and hopefully not have disasters such as this. Or emergencies such as this. I suppose it's not a disaster yet. However, could be a tornado on the ground passing the junction of 13 and 81. And or Richland Road and Interstate 81. All right, so what I'm going to do is add Jefferson and Lewis, I believe it was, counties. To listen to. Sorry, forgot what I was looking for just there for a second. All right, Lewis, there we go. Last guy, give it a couple more frames, and then you should be in the clear. But like I said, stay in your safe place for just a little bit, please.
Martinsburg T3 to Lewis Dispatch.
Lewis Dispatch on.
Be advised, Lewis, that in front of Demco's on 26, there's about a foot of water flowing across the road if you want to contact DOT.
Foot of water flowing across the road, I think you said on 201.
In front of Demco's. 1613.
Front of Demco's?
Martinsburg, be advised, DOT's aware. Line falls fire.
In Lewis County. Last guy, I would still suggest being in your safe spot.
Lewis Dispatch, line falls fire. Line falls ambulance. I reported a structure fire 3941 Shigley Road between Newtown Road and Constable Road. Caller reporting the fire's inner wall. Repeating, line falls fire. Line falls ambulance. Respond 3941 Shigley Road crosses of Newtown Road and Constable Road.
2941 Shively Road. Likely a structure fire caused by lightning. That is unfortunately very common. Also, here is a photo taken by someone. The lighthouse in the Oswego Harbor on Lake Ontario has was struck by lightning. So, very neat.
All those actions are out, correct?
There's no problem.
It's ready for one control. Ready for one.
Dispatch, paramedic en route to the hall.
Jenna, I have not heard of any damage in Fulton. We were watching Fulton just a little bit ago when the storm was over here between Oswego and Minetto. It has since went north towards Scriba, New Haven. Now it's over here by Richland. Just went through Pulaski, as I called it a little bit ago. There was an increase in rotation that I saw here on the radar, and they did issue a new tornado warning. Hang on, guys. Let me move my watermark over here. Getting in the chat. Would love to see a lot more chat going on.
City Rescue Metro Ambulance 90 East Albany Street.
Control 6010, unit to back. Front of the EMS, possible time to prepare.
Good.
City Health Patrol is announcing only.
6010, unit to back.
Hey, that's better.
East Albany Street, 90 East Albany, can be signed to me, Dave, Queen, Danielle, Colin. They pretty much email.
Tornado warning in effect for Jefferson County until 16:45.
Got it. City Rescue Metro Ambulance.
Jenna, I'm glad to help.
Possible overdose. 90 East Albany Street. Charlie response to Collins residence. 90 East Albany Street. Cross East 8th Street and East 9th Street.
Rachel Amber.
1617.
Welcome to the stream.
Monitors 172 Lazaro Lane.
Glad that Fulton is sunny. A little bit of rain so far, but thunder. Very nice. I am glad to hear that.
I'll be clear, Grass Point State Park. You can change that to an aided case. Issue's been resolved. I'll be clear 313.
1860 response. Scribe monitors. Report a tree down across the roadway. Also wires. 172 Lazaro Lane. 172 Lazaro Lane, cross O'Connor Road. Timeout 1617.
Lazaro Lane.
1617.
Lazaro Lane near Honor, I believe he said.
Copy that. I'll start going field.
Minor 8 responding. 1803 responding. 1803 responding.
FC1 Lewis. 5569 Legionnaire Drive.
Fire time ST1.
076.
Let me take a look over there at Palermo.
And you start 3G towards Shigley Road. I believe Fort Lighton's out already. 6-0. 4-4. Use back 1-0.
Coming.
You all look to be good and in the clear currently. I don't see anything coming up. Sometimes, now I'll tell you what happens here where I live in the Midwest in Missouri is a lot of times, sometimes these storm systems will start to back build. And so they will actually pass, and there will still be enough instability in the atmosphere that it will cause storms to fire up again behind the initial one.
You can hold that now. I'll handle.
I do not see that, however, I do know
Jefferson County
that
the tornado warning for Jefferson and Oswego County has been extended to 16:45, pending weather announcement for all Jefferson County fire and EMS monitors.
you guys still have a tornado watch for the next 4 hours and 40 minutes, so for almost the next 5 hours. So let's go over this real quick because sometimes a lot of people don't know, especially if you're in an area that does not have a ton of tornado activity. Precautionary measures, as told by the National Weather Service. Tornado watch means conditions are favorable for tornadoes and severe thunderstorms in and close to the watch area. Persons in these areas should be on the lookout for threatening weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings.
Are you available for a phone transfer from a phone or subject? Regards to CPS interviewing her child.
Why not? Let's go full-blown weather mode. Why not? I don't do that often because, again, generally, Ryan Hall, y'all, and Max Velocity have things covered. However, this is starting to be a West and Central New York tornado outbreak. So, Ithaca, I would definitely be in your safe spot. Cayuga Heights, same thing. Infield, Odessa, and just east of Watkins Glen definitely need to be in your safe spots. The tornado warning for the areas I just mentioned from Watkins Glen all the way up to Ithaca. This tornado warning will expire in 37 minutes unless it continues its same intensity or builds. All right. This is also concerning. Right here is what we're seeing is Moravia, I guess. This is called a velocity couplet down here, where the reds and the greens meet, especially with those intense, higher level winds. I'm sorry, more intense winds. The red is the winds going away from the radar site, and the green is the winds going toward the radar site. When those meet, generally you have some sort of rotation. That is indicative of rotation within this supercellular storm. And so this area of Moravia and Sempronius, I guess, and Kellogg'sville all need to be in their safe spots. What we need right now is those that are in the area of Long Hill Road, Westlake Road, Rockefeller Road, Wilson Corners, Oak Hill, State Highway 38A. If you are either in that vicinity or if you know of someone in that vicinity, or that may be traveling, please let them know. Send them the stream, send them a text, give them a call.
That's affirmative. Everyone can stand down.
All right, so let's read the warning text here. So, National Weather Service in Binghamton, New York, has issued a tornado warning for southeastern Cayuga County and central New York, northwestern Cortland County and central New York, and south central Onondaga County in central New York until 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 4:22 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Moravia, or 15 miles south of Auburn, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazards include tornado and hail up to 2 inches in diameter. This radar indicated rotation. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. We've seen a lot of tree damage, by the way, in western New York already this morning, or already this evening, this afternoon. Good grief. All right, so like I've mentioned a few other times, for the area up in Oswego, in the area up in Pulaski, you need to be in a basement, in a storm shelter on the lowest floor of a sturdy structure. Not a mobile home, not a vehicle, not an outdoor shop. It needs to be a sturdy structure. Be on the lowest floor or underground if you can get there. You need to take shelter now in an interior room or closet, something that is preferably not an open floor plan, with as many walls between yourself and the outside world as possible, avoiding windows.
Jetfire 6291 is out of SM.
Make sure while you are doing that you are grabbing shoes.
6291 arrived SMC.
Dirty shoes in case the worst case scenario of your home being damaged or destroyed and you have to walk over broken glass. I see we got 17 people watching now. Thank you so much. You guys are making this fantastic. So I'm loving the chats in here. Please keep that going. Also share the stream in any of your community groups, whatever, because I have a feeling that people were not expecting this today. And again, like I've said before, this is all from Hurricane Beryl. This is all remnants from Hurricane Beryl. Yesterday I covered a tornado warning in Indiana. And I believe they said that the National Weather Service just rated it an EF3. So lots of trees down. I would not be surprised if this does not become an observed tornado here before long. So Kelloggsville in your safe spot. Spafford in your safe spot. Lafayette, Pompeii in your safe spots. Lafayette and Pompeii are not in this tornado warning yet, but if this continues, they will likely be in a tornado warning in just a little bit. All right, so I see Brandon Kopic. I do not have the permissions to use his stream, but he is up in Syracuse. Storm Chasers being up in that area. Welcome to my world, right? when a storm chaser, when you're watching their feed and they are going by landmarks that you recognize as part of your town, that's a strange feeling.
Copy 3637, you can disregard 315 is going to be closer.
I'll give you the one to the east of it.
983.
Drive, Loveland Drive.
90.
Reporting the CO alarm going off.
All right, the area of Oneida Lake, Cicero, I believe. Constantia, these areas, this is up here a Hook Echo. This is a radar signature that's indicative of rotation, as well as down here, the reds and the greens touching, indicative of rotation, rotating winds closer to the surface of the Earth. And so lower South Bay, Rouse Landing, Cicero Center, in the area of Highway 31. You guys should all be in your safe spots. Constantia, Hamden, all right, let's go back up here. So Richland, Orwell. Lisa says, I live in Mexico, New York, and we have been really getting hit. Yeah, I bet. I was watching Mexico earlier. Area south of Greenboro, Highway 17. I would not be surprised if there is a tornado on the ground with this one, but again, I do not have the ground truth observation to be able to make that determination. So, double-edged sword here. Sometimes the storm is too far from the radar to get an accurate depiction of exactly what's going on, and sometimes it's too close. It's getting in the area here where it's going to be too close to really tell a whole lot from that radar site. So areas like Harrisburg, Parkers, Grant Powell State Forest, Little John Wildlife Management Area, Boylston, Martinsburg, Lowville, Watson. Safe spots. They may not continue this tornado warning, but they also may continue. All right, Constantia, this one's getting way closer to you. North side here of Oneida Lake and Cleveland. This storm is going pretty hard here to the northeast in the area of Camden, Florence, and Annsville. All right, and if you guys like the stream, if y'all like what I'm doing, or you just like looking at me, whatever the case is, feel free to donate. The link is in my link tree, or you can donate on YouTube. That helps me be able to do this more often and be able to provide assistance to people that are affected by these storms. Sempronius, Kellogg'sville, Spafford.
Announcement for Wildville Pagers, Lewis County Search and Rescue, flooding. Repeating for lava dangers. Closed County Search and Rescue, Ramus Road.
96 City.
Closed.
96.
Yeah, 621 Lillian.
Section Avenue, Ross Road. Stone level. Closed due to flooding.
Fire. Responding to the wires down in the area of County Road 139 and County Road 153. Got a report of a tree down across the roadway off the interlaken fire in the area of County Road 139 and County Road 153. Got a report of a tree down with wires in the roadway.
915, have a Walter check request 7552 Cascade Ave in the Village of Alavo. Caller requesting Walter check on her 9-year-old child. The father is not answering the phone.
Copy, station 500.
1639.
All right, so this tornado warning here. In the area of Spafford, Scott, Tully, and headed up toward Lafayette. This tornado warning should expire in 24 minutes unless the rotation increases. But I would remain in your safe spots for the time being. Go back over here to Constantina.
1104 on for 1161. Yeah, hold all traffic up there until NICEC gets here. We've got a mess down here also.
1104 copies.
Constantina northeast to Camden. Be in your safe spots. Sandy Creek area, I would expect this tornado warning to expire in about 7 minutes. Unless the National Weather Service sees something that I don't. I don't believe that I believe it's fallen apart. I don't think there's enough rotation to, at least from what I'm seeing here, to extend a new tornado warning. Although it is getting closer to that radar site, which makes it more difficult to see. All right, let's go back down, take a look at this Ithaca storm at Cayuga Heights. Area over here near Van Dorn Corner, Kennedy Corner. Just east of Bostwick Corners. Looks to have some rotation in it. This is going off here to the east-northeast. Closer to Ithaca. There is a wind damage report here from Moravia in Cayuga County from 911 about trees down. We already discussed that.
Shooter sign pinging unwanted subject at that location.
All right, I see I've got 13 viewers right now. I'm not sure if those are all on YouTube or if some of them are over on Twitch, but feel free to like, share, comment, stuff like that. I do like to keep the chat going if at all possible, because otherwise I'm just sitting here talking to myself, I feel like. So there is that. Please share to your community groups. Please send to friends or family that may not know what's going on here in New York today.
Welfare check, no vehicles in the driveway. I also talked to the fire department. I have not seen him. Don't believe he's in the area.
Again, if anyone would like to contribute to our mission,
Non-emergency response for an evaluation at 1641.
then we would appreciate it. That way we're able to help more people on an individual basis recover from these types of events and help with the damage that they may have suffered. Okay, what I was calling Constantia, I've been corrected by a New Yorker. It is Constantia? All right. Fair enough.
Planting fire, you're requested to Warren Road at State Route 13 for debris in the roadway after a property damage MVA. That's Lansing Fire, you're requested at Warren Road and State Route 13 for debris in the roadway after a property damage.
All right, Constantia. And in the area of Cleveland.
Control and Lincoln 502 en route, full crew. 502 en route, full crew, 1642.
Rachel, I was going to say Oswego's looking great, but you guys are still under a tornado watch for just under 4.5 hours, be 4 hours 17 minutes. Still have that tornado watch. There is a special weather statement that was issued and expires in 17 minutes. I'll go ahead and mention that. Rachel, I have not seen anything that has touched down in the area of Oswego currently. I thought there was going to be one in the area of Scriba, Minetto, but I did not see anything come across Twitter or X over here as far as damage. There are straight line wind damage, or what they're presuming is straight line wind damage, that's coming from some of these storms, such as poles down, trees down in the area of houses. So there very well may be power outages. Okay, so wind gusts for the special weather statement just west of Oswego. Radar indicated wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Areas impacted include Newark, Marion, Lyons, Clyde, Sodus, Chimney Bluff State Park, Rose, Huron, Wolcott, Sodus Point, Bearville, North Rose, Alton, South Butler, and Port Bay. Torrential rainfall also occurring with this storm and may lead to localized flooding. Of course, do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. Absolutely, Rachel. I'm glad to help. If you would like to, please consider subscribing. Please consider following the page over on Facebook and telling your friends, your family, and your foes about us.
CC 7719 North State, Bravo being here.
1645. 96 City.
96.
All right, Craig says we're watching from Pulaski Power in and out a bit. Winds picked up and goes to nothing. Same for the rain so far. Yeah, that's been pretty common with all of these storms. All right, this tornado warning over here. I can't see because there's so much stuff on my screen right now. Okay. Yep, still in Pennsylvania for a while. All right, so this one here over in the area of Sylvania and Springfield, Pennsylvania, definitely under the gun is Columbia Crossroads. This Hook Echo signature here, I would definitely be concerned and be in my safe spot, especially if I was in Springfield. All right, over here, just good grief, that jumped. Just southeast of Spafford. You see the storm chaser here, Brandon Kopic, going south on Interstate 81. Those in Tully, I would definitely be in your safe spot. As Ryan Hall says, run, don't walk to shelter. This area here has pretty decent amount of rotation, especially with this hook echo on the base reflectivity up here. I would definitely be in my safe spot.
We've been made aware of a manhole cover that's missing on North State Street, right near the courthouse. We're going to have a truck stationed to that spot.
Lafayette, I would not be surprised if you were included in a new tornado warning here in the next few minutes, just out of an abundance of caution. The area here that we're looking at is Tully Center, Tully Lake Park, Bromley, State Route 80 and Interstate 81 in the area of Tracy Lake.
Rescue on that manhole right under the light, just so you know.
All right, so this storm chaser here, Brandon Kopic, you can follow him on Radar Omega just out of respect for him. I don't want to show his stream without the permission of him, so I'm not going to show it. However, you can download the Radar Omega app and watch it for yourself. But of course, stay on my stream, right? I do enjoy talking to you all. As I said at the very beginning of this stream, I do have a vested interest in Western and Central New York, as that's where my wife's from, and that's where her family still is. So I'm glad to be able to help out those folks, especially in Fulton and Oswego. All right, so I believe this tornado is still just radar indicated. However, I would treat it as if there was one on the ground.
Bravo Chief to all lobby units. Use channel 3 to contact me. Don't go through dispatch.
712 interfacility request picking up at Cayuga Med Center, Oakland, New York, dropping
Agility
off
1 to
Med
Chief.
Center, Albany, New York. Patient weight is 118 pounds.
Go ahead.
Special equipment. You have a heading of 168 degrees.
All right, someone just a little bit ago on Facebook, about 8 minutes ago,
Going out, the Loons in battle, and we got St. Cole's. We got an awful mess here.
said about 12 minutes ago in Tully, New York, clouds over Spafford, New York are starting to spiral and form a funnel in the sky. Take caution. Make sure that you have bottled water, snacks, flashlight, and get to your basement now. Very wise words. So yeah, definitely, Tully, if you are not in your safe spot, I would get there now.
Medic 2, priority 2.
Bravo now 1652. They were advised of the weather situation. They may contact the store and see if they can pull the alarm.
See if I have any traffic cameras here in Tully.
Dispatch, you're on city.
Copy, thank you.
Bravo Engine 1 responding at Walmart.
Bravo Engine 1 en route 1652.
All right, so those that are on here, I'm going to go ahead and plug myself again. Please share, like, all that fun stuff. Consider donating to further our mission. Also, if you click on our link that should be in the description of this video, it will show some books if you're interested in this type of thing. There's also preparedness supplies that you can purchase, and we do earn a little bit of a commission on it, no extra cost to you. So that's another great way of helping support channels, helping support the stream, and helping me be able to do this more often. All right. Sure enough, we got it from the man himself. Those that are interested in storms and storm chasers and such, meteorologist Reed Timmer that said, Tully, New York, take cover immediately. Possible tornado is approaching with a lightning barrage happening. Absolutely. Again, I'm not going to show his stream, even though he is completely in the path of this and likely has a great stream going on right now. But in the area of 81 and State Route 80.
Jefferson 6291. 6291 on. 6291, you're pre-arrival, Delta level response.
929 City.
Okay, thanks.
929.
Hey, Michigan. 19.
Receive.
Line call back to service 1655. Announcement, Lava Lewis County Search and Rescue in Martinsburg. Announcement, number 4 road and Pine Grove Road will be closed from DOT. Repeating, Lava, Martinsburg, Lewis County Search and Rescue. Number 4 road and Pine Grove Road is closed.
56104.
Chloe says it's not even raining or windy here in Hannibal.
I'm sorry, but do they have any better description of that road closure? Okay, just checking.
Lava Utility 1 to Lava Chief.
Go ahead.
We're losing a battle here bad on Bosswick. Hey, we think we could get sandbags from somewhere to divert this water?
Anyone know which county Tully is in? Because for some reason Radar Omega does not show county names, and it drives me insane.
Receive 5514 Jackson Street.
Alright, I am personally watching Storm Chaser Brandon Kopic's feed. A storm coming in. To Tully. Craig, I appreciate that. Onondaga County. Perfect. Let's see if I can listen to their radio traffic.
Lava Utility 1 to Lava Chief, copy. Lava Chief 1, go ahead.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Craig. Okay, Storm Chaser Brandon Kopic, who is streaming on Radar Omega. All I ask is if you go to his stream, please keep mine up. I need the views. Just starting. He believes he sees a funnel cloud.
I got your message about the sandbags. I'm looking into it now.
Yeah, we have a ton of water coming out Stewart Street, and we're almost to the house.
Coming down from this storm. So, what I'm going to do is take off the Finger Lakes region. I'll keep Oswego. I'm going to take off Lewis County. And take off Jefferson County. We're going to listen to, maybe not, Onondaga County. Apparently there is quite a lightning show.
Cars on point, fires 125 activation.
Yep, sure enough, it is working.
Car 2,
There we go.
832 Spencer Street. Engine Company 5, Truck 3, Car 2, fire alarm. 832 Spencer Street, off of Liberty, Neminsky. Company 5, Truck 3, Car 2, Fire alarm 832 Spencer Street.
Lisa, if you are still watching,
Called in by the alarm company. General
view
fire.
from the cell near Mexico, New York had quite the lowering, is what this person is saying. So this was the storm that impacted Mexico, New York just earlier.
Madison Village Trailer Park, Healing, Port, and Clay. 1,700 hours.
Well, for those of you that may be new to this stream, my name's Austin. My wife is from Western New York over in Oswego, so even though I'm a Midwestern guy, live here in Missouri, New York does have a bit of a soft place in my heart. Don't tell my mother-in-law. I'd like to make her think otherwise, but you know.
5704.
Truck 3 and
4301-3101.
So far, and from what I'm seeing from this storm chaser, Brandon Kopic, I'm going to try and get permission to show his stream on this live because it is fantastic.
Morris Corner Stations 2 and 4, carbon monoxide alarm, 14 Blueberry Road. 3912, clear.
535 off the air.
535 off here.
848. Yeah, 848. Can I get a DR for a cop complaint?
Yeah, so for those of you that may be new,
Personnel for response departments at Legacy Drive, 19 Legacy Drive, apartment 516, between Bags Road and the Dead End.
I am beyond thrilled to be able to do this. I've spent over a decade in public safety and most recently worked for a nonprofit in disaster response. I have a master, good grief, I wish. I don't hate myself that much. Got a bachelor's degree in emergency management. And so that's just what my entire life has revolved around.
14 Blueberry Road, across a Bayberry Circle.
Oh no.
Blueberry Lane.
My mother-in-law heard that. She knows that I actually kind of like New York. I'm in for it now.
Tax-free for your operation.
Well, thank you, Karen, for watching and sharing.
Clay 31 in service. Scanales car 3 logged on.
Can you add 3980 to my call? We'll be en route to 116 West Elm Street.
433, can we get to DR, please?
Any Syracuse. TR is 386649, 386649. Number 1 en route.
Copy, thank you.
West Ellis Street, attempting code 12. We'll take status upon arrival.
Copy.
Fire Control, GBAC 3 responding.
GBAC 3 en route.
Morris Corners truck 2 responding.
43, can you put us on the 1009 Carbine Street domestic and no ADH, please?
Copy.
Engine 5 arrive. Car 2 arrive.
4523.
Yeah, Brandon Kopic is watching this storm here.
95 truck 3 arrive.
Can you amend this to a verbal domestic, please?
There is rapid rotation, but there is nothing on the ground that we're able to see at this time.
2402 arrive.
302, you're set.
3943, 3944, verbal domestic, Tobin Lee Circle, Richmond Drive West. 43.
002. Hold on. 3944.
Channel 3 units, point of information, the area of Hiawatha Boulevard West and Erie Boulevard West. Callers reporting a green Dodge pickup, New York Reg, George Michael Frank 4551, GMF 4551, driving recklessly west and heading on Hiawatha towards the mall, 1703.
Right. I believe this one is going to expire in 10 minutes up here. I will revisit the Tully storm here in just a second.
Any unit for another tree down, Coldbrooks Road, on a bathroom.
This one,
248 Tobin Lee Circle, 6240.
boy, I would issue another tornado warning for that because it looks like some tight rotation, or at least rotation tightening up a bit on the west side of Blenny's or Blynn's Corner.
Fire control, Morris Corner, rescue forward route.
3944 copy.
Morris Corner's rescue.
National Weather Service may issue a tornado warning
3201, I'll send you one of the holding ones.
for this.
Brewerton Road and Munmill Road.
01, copy.
1704.
Again, for those that are interested, we do
3403, clear.
have things available for families, for individuals, for businesses, such as emergency planning and assistance with disaster preparedness. So if you're interested in that, I don't have all of the information up on our link tree right now, but I will have it here in the very near future. So just send me an email, call, text, smoke signals, pretty much anything could work. Also, if you're in the chat right now, say hello. I'd love to see who's in here. Also, shoot me a follow, a like, a follow on Facebook, maybe a follow on all of the socials, and a subscribe on YouTube. It's free after all, and it just means that you love my face, so.
Copy 705.
Ansville, I would be prepared
630 your status.
for the potential of another tornado warning, unless that's just playing tricks on me, because it does look like there is some information here.
Call my screen if you need anything.
So we'll see if they issue another tornado warning. A couple.
Yeah, 596 clear, 1705.
5757 on 5.
5757.
I'll click on Brandon's stream real quick.
Go ahead.
We can take that McKinley Munmill hazard.
89, clear.
King Mary Henry 7034, KMH 7034. Should be an 06 Jeep, green.
Trying to see if there was a way to request permission from that page, but apparently not.
4533.
Affirm, it is. The plates were voluntary surrendered. DOT's been notified. Can you clear me an 8 and from whatever else you have?
Copy, thanks. It looks like most of the remaining calls I have are in Cicero.
4533, that's fine.
3402, clear. 3402, I'll send you a...
Severe thunderstorm warning just issued for
For wired down. Stack Vet Hospital, Glasgow Road, time on
the area of Portland, Gracie, Munson's Corners, South Portland.
5704.
Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for Cortland and northeastern Tompkins counties. 5:05 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm was located over Freeville, or 7 miles northeast of Ithaca, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. This is the same storm that we were talking about just a bit ago.
Received. 4513, follow up. 4521, clear. 3201, clear.
60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half-dollar-sized hail are possible, so radar indicated threat. Hail damage to vehicles is expected, and expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Tornado watch still remains in effect until 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for Central New York.
89 off there.
Copy. On the way.
In crisis, Glen Grove Drive, across the North Manly Street, town of Manly.
45. 3912. Cicero fire, check wires down, 9015 Burton Road.
10 Land Grove Drive, 10 Land Grove Drive, across the North Manly Street, Diane Johnson, 75-year-old female, mental health crisis.
1-2. 4-5 copies en route, we're familiar.
Thanks, Karen. I appreciate that.
1908.
Engine 5, clear.
Craig, how is Pulaski looking? Well, that's a great question. Let me take a look.
Car 2 clear.
Yeah, 3202, check your MDT callback message.
Sister Fire, check trees and wires down in the vicinity of 9015.
Pulaski's looking pretty good. It looks like the part here just west of Oswego and Fulton, that issued or that prompted that special weather statement earlier has weakened below limits where they're concerned about it. And Pulaski's pretty much getting everything that's coming upstream from Oswego, so you guys look pretty good. You guys are in the clear for a little bit for
1709.
rain and such. All right, let's go and check out this one back here that is still in Pennsylvania somehow. Somehow, still in Pennsylvania.
521 and 01. 202 Granville Street, 202 Granville Street, Noble and Taft Avenues in Salina. Oh, there's a Shannon Schuer.
Over here just south of Ridgebury. This tornado warning, it's still, see right here, it is still showing a decent amount of rotation.
Lafayette response status.
4523, hold me open, copy a DV. 4523.
Right here.
Lafayette RP1's going to be responding shortly.
Yeah, Craig, I'm new to Twitch. I've been a viewer for a while. I should be streaming on Twitch right now, unless my stream went down for some reason.
450.
Received.
450.
4712 to control, arrived.
But yeah, I'm not entirely sure, in all honesty, how it works either.
Gate 1, we have a disgruntled passenger. Southwest is requesting immediate help.
Fire control, Lafayette, car 1's en route. Received.
Alright, so this tornado warning here in the area of Camden and Ansville, they're going to let that one expire. This is likely, what I brought up earlier is likely some mid-level rotation and nothing to be terribly concerned about. Although it is a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag on it. National Weather Service in Binghamton has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Oneida County and central New York till 5:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm warning was located over Camden, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. Radar indicated threat with 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail. Expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Again, remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms, sometimes without warning. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement, small central room, and a sturdy structure. This is one of those things that I'm wanting to help people with, is to understand what to do in the event of various threats.
700 East Prairie Nav, cross of East Nav in the dead end. Mini 18, Delta response, breathing problems. 700 East Prairie Nav, cross of East Glen Ave in the dead end.
And being able to help them recover from disasters. All right, so this area that Brandon Kopic is in, he does have on stream, it appears to be a high precipitation supercell, which is just a lot of water coming out of the thing. If there were to be a tornado to develop in this, don't know that you would be able to see it. So that's why if you are under a tornado warning, that you take it seriously and act as if it was or is on the ground.
4401 arrived.
Lafayette, per car 3, units can return to service.
All right, this area over here near Cortland
Truck 3 off the air.
does have a severe thunderstorm with a tornado possible tag. Radar indicated threats.
Unit 630, 633.
33 for both. Maybe 3 off here.
We have a wire across Route 11. It appears to be a cable wire. We have probably a medium-sized tree down.
The west side of Portland is likely being impacted by this. Again, don't believe that there's a tornado on the ground or anything, or even back here on the southwestern side of Portland. Don't believe that there is a tornado on the ground, but there is the potential for a tornado to develop out of pretty much any of these supercells that we're seeing today.
Copy a dispute in progress. Use gate 1 to the address. Add 00 and 01 to it, please.
421 clear.
Copy.
4513 control.
4512.
4513. Is the light traffic light at Henry?
All right, so they have issued a new severe thunderstorm warning ahead of this storm.
I don't have any active calls there.
Near Fabius? In the area of Castanova? Morrisville, headed up northeast towards Stockbridge.
Car 3 in service.
Looks like they're going to let this tornado warning expire. National Weather Service in Binghamton has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Madison County in central New York and southeastern Onondaga County in central New York until 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 5:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located over Fabius, or 15 miles southeast of Syracuse, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. The radar indicated threat with 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Oneida, Pompeii, Castanova, Morrisville, Nelson, Fabius, Erieville, Lauderdale, Peterborough, and Perryville. So yeah, it looks like they're going to go ahead and let this tornado warning expire in 12 minutes unless something changes with the radar signature here, as well as the velocity return right here. This may at some point be upgraded to a new tornado warning, but right now it is staying consistent at a severe thunderstorm warning. Go back down here to, yep, still in Pennsylvania.
518 clear. Lafayette ambulance signal 80 northbound 81.
This one just to the east of Ridgebury and southwest of Waverly. Still maintaining a tornado warning, at least for another 12 minutes.
Lafayette. Northbound 81.
Areas surrounding this tornado warning is now experiencing a severe thunderstorm warning that should expire at the same time as that tornado warning. Alternatively, if this still looks like it's got some decent rotation, then they may extend the tornado warning. I do expect them to extend this severe thunderstorm warning to the northeast.
4523.
4523.
Lafayette ambulance. Signal 80 rollover. Northbound 81 before the Route 11 exit. Cloud reporting a Toyota rolled several times.
All right. Area over here, North Hudson, Ticonderoga, Crown Point. This severe thunderstorm warning does have a tornado possible tag on it. Should expire in another 26 minutes.
Signal 80 blue Toyota Corolla and a white.
Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for southeastern Essex County. At 5:18 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located over Faro Mountain, moving east at 30 miles per hour. The radar indicated threat was 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Expect damage to trees and power lines.
2 vehicles involved. One vehicle, a white SUV, rolled over several times.
So something that I've been talking about on my streams is I use a CPAP at night. I was talking, there was a guy on where I saw him actually, but we were talking about it, and he uses a BiPAP at night to sleep. And one of the things that I want to make sure of is that people are getting what they need after this type of storm, right? No one should have to choose of if they are going to go to sleep and potentially die, or stay awake and hope for the best in the morning. Again, if their power's out, if they are, you know, having an issue with a tornado hit their home and displaced them, or whatever the case is, right?
523.
533. Copy.
It's going to be on the northbound side, unknown on injuries at this time.
4523.
Copy. 633, you can cancel. Received.
3102, your status.
3102, I'm all set, still up.
Copy.
Pompeo car 1 arrived.
Pompeo car 1 arrived.
Hey, thank you all for those that are sticking with me. Well, I feel like it's either my mother-in-law and my wife, or my mother-in-law and Craig. I appreciate it.
5707.
1720.
Things seem to be a little bit more chill right now, and that's good. Of course.
419.
Proceed.
Oh, that's crazy. So I guess up in Canada, they call a flood warning a rainfall warning. Interesting.
3202, copy, change of location.
The more you know. All right, it looks like there's a special weather statement that was issued for the area just west of Long Lake, in the area of Pigeon Lake Wilderness.
Copy, eyes on entire time.
Expires in 37 minutes.
570, control.
Doppler radar at 5:20 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Doppler radar was tracking strong thunderstorms along a line extending from 14 miles southwest of Star Lake to 12 miles northwest of Old Forge to 7 miles east of Whetstone Gulf State Park.
Between 11 and 20.
Movement was east at 30 miles per hour. Radar indicated threat with wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour.
3944.
Gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. So that is a special weather statement that expires in 37 minutes. That is complemented with a severe thunderstorm warning just behind it in the areas of Lewis and Layden, with 60 mile per hour wind gusts likely, and 1 inch in diameter or quarter sized hail.
450-14521 status.
I'm gonna have multiple 79s in the area of Route 20. I'm still looking for that 80.
So it still looks like they're going to let this tornado warning here expire in 6 minutes, and they are not going to continue it for the next county over. Of course, they could just change that, you know, whenever they want to, but that's what it looks like currently.
Central units, fires responding to a fire alarm. 4806 West Half Road, Clay. 1722. Units 4501.
All right, this one with the tornado warning down here that's in Pennsylvania still going to be crossing into New York here very shortly into Waverly, Barton, Owego. Although this tornado warning does expire in 5 minutes, I'm not sure if they're going to keep that or if they are going to, if they're going to extend it farther northeast, or if they are going to go ahead and let it expire.
4522 control.
Correction. -A2 status, okay.
Y'all feel free to like and subscribe.
3945 clear, 1723. Central 2GB,
Follow.
status.
You know, the whole bit.
Yeah, 4574 to control.
GBC 5 clear.
4574.
Affirmative.
Just for the good of the group, I am going to put in a link here to my Streamlabs.
That's affirmative. Channel 2 is advised us that National Grid is aware of the power outage. Henry Clay and Route 31, and also...
If anyone feels the need to donate, I would be very appreciative of that.
5705 to control.
That helps me be able to fund my mission, as well as be able to do more of these live streams, more of these videos. Actually, I'm planning on, again, with my experience, education and public safety and disaster, I am going to be doing a lot more videos and everything, but that also requires money because the equipment is not cheap, nor is the time invested. That is why. As well as the fact that I do like to help people as if they have, you know, tornado damage or home fire or whatever the case may be, that
31 and 32 arrived.
we would be able to help them.
We're responding.
I also just gave away about over $200 worth of disaster preparedness supplies
GBC 3 transporting.
in a giveaway.
2245 to control.
2245.
All right, I'm going to see if this is working. I'm going to go ahead and recycle one of the follows. James Ramsey and
for the gentleman. I don't think he had recent hernia surgery.
Laura Ferguson, thank you. Oh, turn my alert sound back on.
He is conscious and breathing.
Okay, he's at gate 1. Saves one off there.
I think that's a 10-year repeat.
Is he at
All right, so this one here, Waverly. If you are not in your safe spot, you need to be.
Level 1 transporting.
4513 control.
4513.
Barton, you are next. I would get into my safe spot now if I were you. This tornado warning may still expire in 2 minutes, but it does have the potential to respawn a funnel cloud, respawn a tornado. All supercells have a certain bit of rotation in it, and these seem to be really trying to produce tornadoes here tonight.
RP1 arrived.
So you hold me open up plane. I'll be on channel 2.
All right, Williamsport, Lock Haven, Tawanda, all these places you still have severe thunderstorm warnings for your respective storms.
White pickup truck off to the shoulder, 81 south.
As well as the area over here north of Portland.
I couldn't get over due to a couple tractor trailers.
You also have the severe thunderstorm warning. Castanova, you also have a severe thunderstorm warning. Radar indicated threat with a tornado possible tag. Up to 1 inch in diameter hail or quarter-sized hail with 60 mile per hour winds.
63. Just put us on with 419. 4712 to control.
Where is it?
4712.
Clearing last location en route back to Justice Center with 1.
3901, code 12. Code 12, 1728. 1728. 3202.
And again, thank you all so much for liking, for subscribing, for sharing. I really appreciate the sharing.
621 Southwest Street.
Really appreciate that.
Truck to arrived.
That all does help me. It helps in the algorithm. I actually went, I'm going to call it baby viral last week because of some coverage from Hurricane Beryl that I did over on TikTok. I got 231,000 views, I think, on one of the videos.
with lifting. 621 Southwest Street.
So I mean, I'm not a Kardashian or anything, but 200,000 people saw my video, so that was cool.
1728.
All right, in the area of Ava over here, it does look like there is a little bit of rotation, but this also could be mid-level rotation. There is a severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued. Currently, we have no tornado warning, so that's fantastic. But there is a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag, and winds up to 60 miles per hour. So severe thunderstorm warning for northern Oneida County and central New York until 6:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 5:23 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Delta Lake, or 9 miles north of Rome, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Radar indicated threat with 60 mile per hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail. Same Z's, pretty much same story.
R3 responding, 8-1. 4504.
Right up here in Middlebury, you also have a severe thunderstorm warning that is going to continue for another 13 minutes and then will likely be allowed to expire.
Copy B4 if you can start that way. 4509.
Unit 493. Maybach 1 en route.
Feedback 1 en route. 550. 1730.
302 and stop near quarter Germain half.
Copy, what kind of call?
19 copy. 463 clear.
Control to 57F6 on channel 5.
5707 control. We're out on East Lake Hazards.
Copy. Receive.
Oh, man.
6-0, you looking for us?
Looking for a state sergeant.
How's y'all's day going?
R3 arrived.
1730. 45L3 log on.
463.
463.
I hope it is going well.
6 control. Looking for a state supervisor.
Affirm, just notification for a call holding child complaint invest in the village of North Syracuse. It occurred in the town of Helena.
It is Wednesday, halfway through the week, so happy Wednesday, everyone.
Bernard Emerson, 385. And the roommate's on a Peter Brown, 21-year-old white male. It's dispute over property. No intoxication. Copy. Meeting 1-5.
Truxton, although there is not a tornado warning issued for you right now, it does appear that it does have some rotation. I would be seeking shelter, or at least have a plan.
Citizen waiting at the PD. 653 coverage, reach the location on scene 1732.
3943, take that.
Receive, you'll be meeting with Kendra Singleton. 3210-32027.
This is definitely one of those times where I'd like to, first of all, thank you for watching. You know, I preach preparedness just because it makes sense, right? In theory, you should have a disaster preparedness or emergency preparedness, tornado kit, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, packed somewhere, maybe even in the room that you would take shelter in, whether it's your storm shelter, it's a tornado safe room, or if it is a interior room or closet on the lowest level of your home or even at your workplace. You know, something, I mean, maybe snacks, people like to talk about non-perishable food, but I'd just grab something, like make sure you always have food around you, I guess, I don't know, and then grab it on your way. Something that you would definitely want, though, cell phone chargers, maybe a hand crank radio in case the power goes out. You do need to listen to your local meteorologist that's on the radio. Maybe something like a sorry, the radar caught my attention for a second. maybe an all hazards weather alert radio. Those are also available if you click on my link tree, and if you want to go to shop, it does have some of the brands and some of the products that I know and trust, and you can purchase that there. It does help me out because it does give me a little bit of a commission at no extra cost.
Any controls or something on the southbound side?
846 will be on 41.
Truxton, you should be experiencing this storm,
Red SUV and a pickup truck.
if not now, in the next few seconds.
Okay. Watch this. Cancel me from this one on North.
However, it doesn't look like the Weather Service is issuing a severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado warning ahead of that storm, but it is likely still around severe limits.
3901.
So I would definitely still treat it
3101, 3102, both clear.
fair.
One juvenile male on board, starting mileage at 42410, 42410, en route to the PD. 1734.
All right, well, there we go.
Copy.
5706, alright.
Tornado warning for the area of Stockbridge, Finner, Morrisville, and Nelson. The storm that just came out of Castanova. Radar indicated rotation. National Weather Service in Binghamton, New York, issued a tornado warning for South Central Oneida County and Central New York, Central Madison County and Central New York until 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 5:35 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Nelson, or 11 miles northwest of Hamilton, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. Radar indicated rotation with a tornado possible. This dangerous storm will be near Morrisville and Peterborough around 5:40 p.m., Stockbridge around 5:45, Oneida, Sherrill, and Augusta around 5:50, and Vernon around 5:55 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
32 and 41 out there.
Take cover now, move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial structure and protect yourself from flying debris. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. So again, that is the tornado warning here. Just
we don't have anybody to escort us yet.
Over Nelson, or just to the east of Nelson, Peterborough and Stockbridge, you should be in your safe places now.
21 out there.
The areas of Augusta, Sherrill, Vernon, Kirkland, Clinton, Westmoreland, and on to Utica. I would definitely be considering getting in your safe place now. It looks like they did issue a severe thunderstorm warning for our friend over here near Truxton and Kyler, or Kyler.
The owner's behind it with a friend of his waiting for help. They're out of the road.
In DeRuyter? Yes.
Cause any hazard.
GBC5 officer.
This one's the one that we were watching earlier. National Weather Service in Binghamton has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Madison County, northeastern Portland County, southeastern Onondaga County, and northwestern Chenango County in central New York until 6:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 5:37 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located over East Homer, or 7 miles northeast of Portland, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Radar indicated threat with 60 mile per hour wind gust and quarter-size hail. Hail damage to vehicles expected. Expect wind damage to roof, siding, and trees.
Logged on.
Syracuse car 1 logged on. Morse truck 2 off there.
So yeah, Rome, Utica,
540.
Oneida, areas east of Syracuse
540.
should be in their safe places because of this tornado warning. I would assume it is a precautionary tornado warning. However, read it the same as you would if there was a tornado on the ground.
Brian Powers call. Right out there for time to go 12.
54310 traffic. Leaving PSV right now.
Copy.
Close to 81. Are there any pending accidents or if I'm needed anywhere? Just advice.
5706 or 570. Did you copy that?
576 repeat.
Unit 83974.
The county's taking the one on the southbound side. 5705 is still en route. Do you have any that need to be handled on the northbound side, or are you all set?
Go ahead.
Morris Rescue 4 logged on. Copy. 5705, copy that.
Hereby copy.
Copy. 1741. 3202 arrive. 1741.
45S. Do I change that to a DV? Did you want me to just clear it? Yeah, code 6 is fine. Thanks. Cruiser.
Latest one transporting.
Get a property check.
3935 clear. 1742. 4502 en route.
Unit 530.
4501 4521 status. 53.
RB79 to the building for a case.
Copy 1742.
Mayback 1 all set.
Alright, so Munsville, Stockbridge.
Feedback 1 all set. 1742.
The heaviest precipitation associated with the storm will now be over Stockbridge.
Chelsea 441 out of service. 4523 clear.
598 control.
4598.
Unit 450 your status.
Oh, so no further.
Receive.
Do you have any reports of accidents or anything like that on 481 north of Cardinal Road?
2018 off here.
Standby.
S60 unit inquiring about 41 north near Codnoy. That's the location of the tree down. I'm on scene. Indians, ready to fight with a knife. 685 Hiawatha Boulevard West, the mobile gas station. 45S2.
493, you can hold me out.
Copy, you go down 493.
Go ahead, sir.
839.
Copy. Do you need any assistance? The traffic's backed all the way up to Cardinal Road.
839.
Fire control, close call for ARC.
3945.
57, correction, 45S2, can you landline the TA when you can? No rush. 5706, go ahead.
Can I get the DR number, please?
433, this can be a code 60.
Alright, so this tornado warning, if they allow it to expire, will expire in 15 minutes.
Negative, we're all set. It's just cut down to one lane. The left lane's open. DOT's on scene using chainsaws to clear it.
Confirm 386 95 386 795.
Copy that, thanks.
You gave me a 10 on motor vehicle collision. Can you assign me to one of those hazards in Pompey?
Thank you. East Tennessee at Berkeley, New York Reg. I believe it's George John Frank 4155. GJF 4155 on a black Subaru. Different.
4511 logged on. 1740.
3995, I'm up with them.
32.
4513 and K95 arrived 1744.
Alright, let's take a look over here and see if there's anything else that we may be missing.
One male's going to be, well, sunburned black shorts. Second one's going to be heavy gray pants, black jacket. The first male that has a knife. Which had 1744.
40, copy.
33, copy.
Nova 7 off the RGBC 3 at the hospital. NAVAC 1 transporting. 3935, and you're clear to copy.
Any unit for police information at North Medical Plaza, West Taft Road, Santa Clay.
35.
The George John Frank 4155 shows surrendered, replaced by KPS 9234.
3935, that's actually New York Reg. George John Frank 4156. GJF 4156.
Copy that.
4523, I can take that police info.
Copy your meeting with Michelle Cavallero in the parking lot. She's in a silver RAV4, notes are sent to your terminal. Top here en route.
Copy.
1745.
Alright, well, I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like if things are starting to wind down a little bit, New York is settling itself down here, then I may go ahead and end the stream whenever this tornado expires.
All of us will be clear. He was transported to St. Joe's for further medical treatment. I will call the desk to give you more information.
07 Route 1746.
Copy that, thank you.
Aaron, I don't see anything coming toward you guys later tonight, aside from this little bit of rain here west of Rochester. You are still in the 5% risk for tornadoes. I wouldn't expect this to develop past a severe thunderstorm warning.
3201, copy, you're clear. Heavy in and out of the larceny invest at the Lakeshore Yacht Club.
3935 clear, 1747.
Meeting with Frank Alloy, notes are sent to your terminal.
5705 clear.
5705.
224522 easy please.
3201, copy, you're en route, showing possible signal 44 on your caller.
Can you put me out at that Hasker in Tully? I believe the Route 11A. I'll be out with DOT.
Confirm.
ACC, go ahead. You can disregard custodials here for that cleanup outside of TSA.
4502 arrived.
Copy.
363, I got your stopwatch showing to see Parsons Drive.
3901 control. Arrived, copy ending. 3901. 42420. 42420.
Well, I don't see anything
4509 4529 channel 5.
new as far as damage, which is great, obviously.
Suspicious person, Shop City Plaza.
4511, and cancel on that first.
4521.
540 arrived, 1749.
2201 to 2200.
3945 ENT.
2200.
3945.
4511 and 2109 and 29, your discretion. Have a suspicious person at Shop City Plaza. Wearing a black male, 30 to 50 years of age, wearing a brown t-shirt, winter hat, glasses, and blue jeans. Blowing up the vehicles and hitting them and yelling at people. No weapon seen. He's possibly high or intoxicated. He's currently sitting in front of the laundry laundry now.
Can you meet me at door 4? Gentleman here would like to say hello.
4521 control.
4521.
Be right there.
For sport, this may have a little bit of mid-level rotation in it, and I don't know that it's going to be enough to prompt a tornado warning. However, areas southeast of Boonville and west, including Forestport and White Lake and Black River Wild Forest, should seek shelter. Of course, inside a sturdy structure, away from windows, most interior room possible on the lowest floor.
Yeah, 45, that's 2 control.
4712 to control.
That's 2.
45, go ahead.
Stockbridge, you still have a tornado warning for another 9 minutes.
Ending mileage.
Going up toward Kirkland.
Clear code 6. Copy, thank you.
The wire's down on Berwyn Road. I'm just looking at the notes. Looks like it is from pole to the house. And that could be, sounds like it's being handled, so nothing that we're going to have to do anything with.
825, copy VNT.
1750 hours.
Receive, I believe the TA's on with her now. 825. 4521, you show me in the area. Okay, not a problem.
Paramount fire, possible electrical fire. 4300 West Genesee Street between Scott Ave and Germain Ave. Reporting a fuse box basement is crackling and smoking. TAC 3 for operations.
1750 hours.
James and Miller, New York Reds, GJW3325, GJW3325. So Gray Pilot was 1.
1750. West units point, fires responding on possible electrical fire, West Genesee Street, Scott Ave, Seneca Mills. 1751.
Unit 4512.
533 rise, 543 on scene, 1751. 530 rise.
And unit for status check, will Liverpool Road and Greenpoint Ave, Venezuela.
Number 1 Papa.
Paramount 94 and car 2 on the way.
94 is fine.
For the car 612 landline. Unit 828.
System copy.
Go ahead.
Waits 2, full arrest, 84 Genesee Street.
Just do me a favor and verify that plate one more time.
Yeah, 550554, your status.
Camillus Rescue, full arrest, 84 Genesee Street.
We're all set, no need. Copy.
GJW 3325. George John William 3325.
4552, it's a status check at 126 Liverpool Road. 126 Liverpool Road near Greenpoint Ave. Caller Stephen Rosenthal is calling regarding Kathy Schultz, 60-year-old white female. Caller spoke with her this morning. Said she was only answering.
Y'all still hear that radio traffic?
Believes it's unusual. She is
I feel bad not talking, but there's not a whole lot to talk about, I don't feel like.
Caller was extremely vague.
Severe thunderstorm warning still over here for another 21 minutes near Wago. Northwest Johnson City, in the area of Newark Valley, just over the Pennsylvania state line.
Full arrest, echo response, 84 Genesee Street off of Elm Street and Maple Drive.
Over here to Wanda, just to the southwest, south of Leroy. Have a severe thunderstorm warning as well. That one's also pushing off to the northeast. Fires in 20.
361.
Same thing with this one over here, just north of Williamsport. These could spawn tornado warnings, but so far I don't see any rotation associated with them. To the area north of Williamsport. Portions of Williamsport probably are also included in the severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah, this one right here and to go to the west of Binghamton, Johnson City, Vestal.
Camilla Squad 6 responding. Camilla Squad 6 or
09.
Severe thunderstorm warning for another
1753.
Same thing with the severe thunderstorm warning over here near Ovid. Expires in 34 minutes. If it is not upgraded or continued, it'll be going off to the northeast near Union Springs, Fleming, and Auburn eventually.
Colorado Rescue 200. Units 43349 status.
So, Alaska, you all have a probably a strong storm coming to you. It's going to be bringing some rain here in the next few minutes, but I don't see anything severe with that either.
3631 clear. Any of these callers want to meet?
The special weather statement will likely be allowed to expire here near... Is there anything over here? Stillwater Reservoir between Pigeon Lake Wilderness and Independence River Wild Forest.
Well, Squad 6 arrived. No, he's not banging on any cars. He just seems a little disgruntled.
Special weather statement again will expire in 3 minutes. Still dropping quite a bit of precipitation.
89, lift us at 83 mile, lift us at 1755.
Middlebury areas northeast of Ticonderoga still have a severe thunderstorm warning for another 33 minutes. Tornado possible tag. There also could be some mid to low level rotation here near the area of 125 just east of 22A. So Highway 125 in the area of West Street, I think. To the area of Ridge Road, Cider Mill Road.
I'm on North Orchard.
That, yeah, Highway 30. That area had some decent rotation. It looks to be broadened out a bit more now.
Copy, are you in pursuit? Until Colorado Rescue 2, you can return to service holding with Camillus units. Yeah, they're not stopping. 5757, got you stopped. Black hole.
All right, so our tornado warning back here in the area of Kirkland, Stockbridge, Clinton, and Vernon should still be expiring in about 2 minutes now. When did this one pop up?
No traffic, 40 miles an hour.
Okay. Pretty sure that was severe thunderstorm warning last time I looked. All right, so tornado warning issued for the area of White Lake, northeast of Forest Fort, to the west of Black River Wild Forest. Radar indicated rotation expires in 16 minutes.
430.
It'll be northeastern Oneida County.
They just split. One stayed on Bacon, heading towards West Jenny. I'm at school to Wycliffe.
Any North Syracuse units for a residential lockout, Chestnut Street in the village.
Okay. 3611 on me.
Looks like the rotation's there in the general vicinity of Highway 28
Hilltop.
to the east.
Pavilions. Heading back towards the high school. 3-1, I got the second one on Century.
At that point, EMS responding to a seizures call. The Valentine Garden Apartments, 165 Valentine Road.
Just east of Woodhull State Forest.
165 Valentine Road.
Negative, he's coming your way.
To the northeast of 28, State Highway 28 and Fulton Road.
5757 clear.
4725.
Can you log this unit off for the remainder, please?
Okay. 4523 arrived.
Channel 3 units, there's held on Channel 4.
I believe that just prompted another tornado warning. So, tornado warning for radar indicated rotation. They felt this was strong enough to extend this tornado warning to the next county over. So, Black River Wild Forest now has a tornado warning issued. The National Weather Service in Albany has issued a tornado warning for Central Herkimer County in eastern New York until 6:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Ambulance 5, 165
At 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Forestport or 10 miles east of Boonville, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Radar indicated rotation with a potential tornado. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Again, either seek shelter in a tornado shelter, a tornado safe room, or in
Just 3-1 has one. We lost the other one up
an interior room on the lowest level of a sturdy structure.
Copy. What do they want it for? Fire control, the 1800-hour gong speaker and unsated test. Chief spells.
Make sure that you are putting as many walls between yourself and the outside world as possible.
Look like local kids. Black backpacks, blue and white Yamahas.
5760 logged on.
00, what do you want to do? I'm in Newcastle. I'm behind them. 00, call it off.
Fire control, the 1800-hour station's gong speaker and unsated test. Test complete 1801.
5760 clear. 1801.
3-1, I'm going to call it off. Black t-shirt, white helmet, blue and white Yamaha.
Copy. I'm going to call it off. Discontinue. Clear the area 1801. Airline car 2 service.
Central units, Channel 4's air is now clear. The air on Channel is clear. 1801.
3612, I can help you as well.
4523, the caller is waving you down near the M-Power.
Copy, I see her.
Channel 3 units, air is clear on Channel 4, 1801.
Receive.
443, got your follow-up out the building 1802. Mini 18 arrived.
3631, code 10.
31, copy. Ground ice going on. Back in.
Copy.
Central units, EMS responding for chest pains at Draco's Urgent Care, 5586 Legionnaire Drive in Cicero. For a 50-year-old female, conscious and breathing. 1802.
Evac 4, chest pain trolley responds at Draco's Urgent Care.
East Syracuse, possible fire 6641 Kinney Street.
4513 clear.
Evac 4, chest pain trolley response, Draco's Urgent Care, 5586 Legionnaire Drive, Suite 3, James Preddy Place, and Route 31. 50-year-old female, chest pain. Cicero Fire District, 1803.
All right, I'm going to see if there's any cameras here in the Black River Wild Forest.
4101 arrived, 1803.
3614 clear.
East Syracuse fire, do it truck 14. Man lay a ladder 32 years of writ. Duty chief here en route. And faithful ladder 20. Hospital fire. 6641 Kinney Street. Off a New Venture Gear Drive in Collimer. Set DICOM GLS. Call reporting smoke in the basement with electrical burning. East Syracuse engine 1 en route. You'll have TAC 4. TAC 4 for the East Syracuse alarm.
Yeah, active and route.
Park Control Fatal Car 1's en route. 4301 clear.
4509, 4529 for a possible industrial fire. Kenny Street, the Lander Express right by the I-90 overpass. Conduit.
3401 hit me.
Fatal Car 1 en route.
Was that NEVAC 2 en route?
29 for both.
Affirmative.
Fatal Ladder 20 on the way.
Received. 4401 clear.
3100 arrived.
Fatal Ladder 20, East Syracuse truck 1 en route. Made on 91 here.
6641 Kenny Street, 6641 Kenny Street, across of Collimer Drive. As soon as DICOM GLS. Smoke in the
I am
basement,
looking over
smoke with
here.
electrical burning.
See if I can find any
Camillus car 1. Unclosing our alarm. Turned over to PD.
cameras.
For Camillus.
Any units for verbal domestic just occurred. Meadowbriar Lane, North Entry, Tunnel Line Standard.
In this area, and I don't see any.
4524.
4504.
Fairmont 94 logged off, engine 4 back in. Truck 14 en route.
Man, it does look like there could be a tornado on the ground.
Meadowbriar Lane, crossing North Entry in the
Here,
dead
just southwest, southeast rather, of White Lake.
52-year-old white male. Keeps coming to the caller's door every 20 minutes or so to harass her, and he lives at 3265 Meadowbriar. No weapons or intoxication. He's wearing a green shirt. 240 en route.
Fairmont engine 5 off the air.
5702 clear.
04 en route. 1 Michael St. Pierre and trailer. Cheers 32 dangerous and resist. 1805. 3600. Clear 4507 arrived.
Alright, so we'll give this a couple more radar scans, but it does look like there could be low enough
Ambulance 5 arrived.
circulation here closer to the surface that could be a tornado on the ground, or at least a funnel.
550.
5760.
Following the code of the crime lab.
Is that the only tornado warnings that we have now?
Until 2300.
Oh, I don't want.
Unit 5757, your status.
Copy.
3912 clear, 1806.
540.
540.
Ambulance 5, Mini 18.
Adult male on board, and they're out to the book. I believe 43 Solomon. Have a Sergeant Suffer notification, please.
Unit 5757, your status. Again, Blackberry Street.
616-7.
AVAC 2 logbound.
2018 A5, you can come out into the courtyard.
Ambulance 5 received.
Use 4 clear.
5702 clear, 3201 and 4552 arrived. 1807.
3611 clear.
Unit 5757 on channel 4.
East Syracuse car 1 en route.
674, 100 block of Gray Street.
Squad.
New Jersey Reg, Sam 43, Sam Edward Yankee, S43, SEY with 1.
5757 on 3. We're all set out here, no need.
Appreciate it.
Copy. 633.
And show me.
Copy.
Units 825 and 828, your status. 43003612. We're all set. Code 172. 1818.
5702 en route.
643, we're out with 630 and turn 3.
4580 logged off. Any unit for hazardous condition. Tree across the railroad tracks, Route 31 and Weller Canning Street, Conakry.
Copy. 1808.
East Syracuse engine 1 arrived. Single story commercial, nothing from two sides.
4513.
Syracuse engine 1 arrived, single story commercial, nothing shown from two sides. Truck 1 arrived as well.
43, we're out with 630.
All right, so we do have this tornado warning. I believe it's the only one that we currently have now in the area of Black River Wild Forest, just to the east of Forest Fort and to the southeast of White Lake. Surrounding areas that are not included in this tornado warning do have a severe thunderstorm warning that will expire in about 35 minutes. This tornado warning indicated threat will expire in 20 minutes. We still have areas up here like Middlebury that are being impacted by severe thunderstorms.
You can show me on that, Kenny.
Again, with this tornado watch, any of these severe thunderstorms have the potential to produce tornadoes and may be tornado warned with little to no warning. Areas impacted such as Kirkland, Utica. There's another storm coming here. Currently just a severe thunderstorm warning. Areas over here like Lebanon is how we would say it here in Missouri, but that may not be right for the Northeast. Also has a severe thunderstorm warning headed their way.
3402.
Newark Valley, this severe thunderstorm warning may be allowed to expire here in 3 minutes. Same with this Towanda storm. And then there is a special weather statement for the storm just to the west, Sylvania and Troy and Canton in Pennsylvania that is generally not meeting severe criteria. Syracuse also has a severe thunderstorm warning headed their way currently in Auburn just to the northeast that will be headed towards Syracuse, Onondaga. That will expire in 32 minutes if it is not upgraded or continued.
Waves too clear.
And again, the tornado warning over here, primary concern for right now is the area of Black River Wild Forest. And there's just not a whole lot that I can see here, so there's also no storm chasers, no cameras, nothing. So basically, I am relying on X and Facebook searches to relay any information.
Nearest address is 2609 Delphi Road, phone number 139.
Copy. Can you go to 5 with that?
543 1813.
Well, I'm going to need some coffee if we keep this up. Good grief. It's only 5:14 here in Missouri.
225 Furman Street.
It's on point for now. You must respond to a choking call. 225 Furman Street, 1813.
Copy, stop.
All right, and then just north of Middlesbury, there is a report of flooding in Addison County in the area of Rockville, Vermont. Water and rocks across Route 116 in Starksboro.
Cars on point, you must respond to a chest pains call 847 James Street, Helio Health, 1814. Payable car 1 arrived, payable letter 20 in service.
Right, so again, strong storms, severe warned storms going to Georgetown, Lebanon, Hamilton, and Eaton, as well as Kirkland,
Furman Street, cross
Clinton,
Salina
Westmoreland,
Street,
and Utica.
Apartment number 1. It's a 9
And then again,
month-old.
we still have this tornado warning for another 15 minutes. In the area of Black River Wild Forest, headed east toward West Canada Lake Wilderness.
Blue Cadillac SUV. It's got an odd plate, man. It's 416-3066. The wording on the plate says exempt from private property. There's no state or anything on it. I'm with 832 and 839.
Copy, 1814.
East Syracuse Squad 2 en route.
Alright, I guess they went ahead and canceled that tornado warning without allowing it to expire because, yeah, I mean, it appears that there's some really loose rotation, probably just mid-level. So yeah, I don't see any tornado warnings here.
Engine 121 is Wood 14. East Syracuse Squad 2 is in service.
Yeah.
Family is ladder 32 in service.
So I think we're in good shape. All right. Well, hey, thank you all so very much. Again, if you would like to support our mission, if you like me, if you like, I don't know, whatever, feel free to hit us up with some tips, some donations in the link provided in the description and in the chat. I am going to get out of here, get a bite to eat, and then, I don't know, do some more work, I guess. All right, thank you all so much. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff so that I can continue to do these streams and that I can continue helping folks with recovering from their disasters and stuff like that. So I appreciate the shares. I appreciate the attention and the everything for the past 3 hours that I've been live. So, all right, thank you all so much for being in the chat and for doing all the stuff. Yeah, spread the word. Show me some love. Let people know to watch me and that I'm like kind of cool. And you like to watch me for some reason. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and like and follow me on Facebook. Thank you all so much, and I hope you have a fantastic day and a safe day. Stay informed and stay safe, y'all. Thank you so much.
You can send it.
Truck 5, fuel alarm, 200 Demong Drive, across a Phillips